You are now listening to the NYYST
Podcast.
Welcome back. This is episode 193 of the NYYST podcast. I am your host, Christian, and I'm joined by the son of a bitch who can't dance. That's Chris.
What up? See, you fuck me up, bro. You can't do that. You can't fuck up. You can't go almost 200 episodes and mess it up like that, and then you screw me up.
No, I mean, we switched it up, and the Yankees started winning again. So,
Yo.
that guy, Rye.
Yo, what up? Bullshit, man. You can't throw off a rhythm like that.
No, you have to. Now we got good juju.
It's
with
2020.
the Yankees winning again.
It's 2020. It's 2020. Support for NYYST podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Had to get that out of the way early because we need to talk about our balls. First of all, I'm a sucker for a good brand, okay? How fucking nice is just the box they give you? We got our Manscaped tools, and Christian's been talking this shit up for months to me now. And I got my nice box from Manscaped with my nice tools, and my balls thanked me already.
Oh.
Did you guys both use the Lawnmower 3.0?
I haven't even opened it yet.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't have to. I have all this
Oh,
stuff
you have
already.
it already. You have it already. See, we duped Manscaped a little. We acted as if none of us had the product, so we got we got double products now. Christian's a huge fan of Manscaped.
I'm sure there's stuff in there that I haven't used, but I haven't had to open it yet.
All right.
I need to. I need to get a new bottle of crop preserver.
Okay. Anyone who's uncomfortable talking or thinking about balls right now, you can turn this off because we have to get into this just for a little bit. First, before we even get to the trimmer for the 3.0 lawnmower, the crop preserver might be the greatest thing ever made. And that's what
Ryan uses it when Tyler Wade hits a home run, but I don't think that's the intended use for it.
Oh, he used it like that? I mean, it smells good. I'll give it that.
Do what you gotta do.
But now here's my thing. Do you use it right after the shower? You
Use it in the morning.
Okay. So you're a night shower.
Yeah, on the weekend, I'm a morning shower. During the week, a night shower.
My question to you is, though, do you use it while you're dry? You got to be fully dry.
If I take a night shower, I don't use it. I use it in place of baby powder.
Okay. I've never been a baby powder guy. That's why I'm asking. And let me tell you something. It's phenomenal. I smell better. I feel better. I used it before I golfed the other day. Didn't chafe. You need to be focused right now. You're looking at the fucking TV like there's something important on. There's a football game.
He's watching his G-Men. What's the score?
10-9.
Okay.
And then I got to the Lawnmower 3.0, which I used mid-shower. I don't know how much I like that. I don't know if I like the water hitting me.
The fuck did you do that for?
Because you can go mid-shower. It's fucking waterproof.
Why?
And I don't have good lighting in my bathroom because
There's
the
a light
bulb
on it.
The bulb's out, the light's on it. It's fucking phenomenal. And then I gave a little trip up. Like I slipped up, my hand slipped, and I winced because I was waiting for it. But I didn't get it. And it was smooth, and it was just a clean cut.
Yeah, nobody cares. Just Manscaped is a tremendous product. It's an outstanding variety of products. If you're not somebody that wants to sit there and have have a she's out of my league moment. You won't, because number one, you really have to be the dumbest person alive to injure yourself using this. But if you're in your mid-30s and you've never manscaped before and you don't want to start now, fine, that's your prerogative. But there are other products. Chris is wearing a t-shirt right there. Right there, boom, t-shirt. Also, the crop preserver. Has a kind of a funky name. It's basically ball deodorant, which you can use in place of baby powder. I don't know. Chris says he never was a baby powder guy.
I was
don't
never
know
a baby powder guy.
So you usually went.
And you know
without
what, too?
anything.
I'm fat. So, like, my thighs are big.
Right? Can you give me a little Weird Al fat right there?
I had no idea what.
We're not Weird Al. We're not a
talking
Weird Al
about.
family. We're not a Weird Al family. But yeah, I'm fat. Like, I chafe a lot, especially in the summer. And I
And you
never
never
use
use baby powder.
Never. I could never just throw baby powder on my balls like a fucking pizza dough.
Chafe.
Okay.
And I wouldn't. I honestly contemplate killing myself if I don't use baby powder.
Wow.
That's how painful it can be at times.
Jesus.
Now you know why
Christ.
babies use it. Maybe you should use a little crop preserver on your baby.
No.
No. Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. Manscaped has engineered for 18 months, perfecting the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created. And just released this new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 that we're talking about right now. This third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to advanced skin safe technology pioneered by Manscaped. When I tell you this is premium, I mean premium. The battery will last up to 90 minutes. It got a little nice little battery stand that you put it on, which is nice. I talked about this too. Waterproof technology allows you to groom in the shower. One of the coolest features is the LED light, which illuminates grooming areas for a closer, more precise trimming. I needed that. I did. Go to manscaped.com, please, right now, if you're a listener of the show. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code NYYST20. That's NYYST20 for 20% off. And free shipping at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Trust me. And your wife, because my wife has thanked me 4 times. Okay. We're done. That was the show.
Cool.
All right. So you guys can take it from here.
That's it. You want us to just take over since you're so fucking distracted? You're too good to be with us today. You don't want to listen. You don't want to chime in. Because the Giants are on.
I had to hang out with you yesterday, so I don't really feel like I had to.
You didn't have to. I didn't have to invite you. I didn't invite anyone but you outside of my family.
I feel absolutely no what's the word I'm looking for? Ryan, give me a word.
Love. Appreciation.
I feel no type of way that you invited me.
Good.
Like it actually ruined my day that I had to spend it with you.
I only invited you so your daughter was there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's probably why she has issues today, because she was around you yesterday.
COVID.
She doesn't have corona.
Nah, we're corona free. We're corona free. I think everyone who was going to get it in New Jersey is dead. So
since '83,
no one else is getting it at this point. We're all good.
Mm-hmm.
We've all gotten it now. All of New Jersey, all of New York, gone. We got it. It's gone.
Okay, Dr. Fauci.
Okay. Haven't heard from Dr. Go Fauci in a while. All right, come on. Let's talk Yankees, bro. This was a great fucking week for us, man. It really was, though. Because when you can't beat the Orioles a week before, and then you beat them 4 out of 4 times, that's pretty fucking good.
We're all here. We're like, yeah, Yankees win 6-2 against Toronto as we're recording last week. We're like, yay, win.
Nah.
Don't be losers.
No, you
win.
said it the whole episode. You said it. You said by the time we get done, they are going to lose this game. They're going to find a way to lose it.
And then literally, I'm like, all right, bye, guys. And then I look up at the TV, and it's like 80-6.
I almost texted you guys when that inning was fucking going to shit. And I was going to say to you, we should get back on recording and stop watching this game, because the second I got downstairs, it was like they couldn't record now.
That might have been the worst inning that, off the top of my head, that I can remember
Since 1995.
Since 2004, Game 7, when I think it was the second inning or maybe even the first inning, Johnny Damon hit a 3-run home run.
No, it was a grand slam.
Was
dude.
it a grand slam? That was only a 4-run inning though.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But that was the nail in the coffin. It was already
that was a bad
2-0.
one. Damn, Damon had 6 ribbies in that game. But man, 10 runs in that inning, 67 pitches thrown in that inning.
And what was the score going into it? 6-1? 6-2. Yeah. Wow.
Awful.
What an embarrassment.
Yeah, we thought we hit rock bottom that night, but then lo and behold, there was another game to play, and the Yankees lost that one 2-1. They couldn't manufacture any offense on a night that J Happ actually gives them a really good start. Let me pull up his box score from that night.
And that was the night that Cashman had the team meeting, right? That we got the leaked audio,
which is like,
let me tell you something.
Score of
if you're listening to the leaked audio that we put out, and you think it's real, you're a fucking moron.
I mean, look, I could see
you're a moron.
I could see thinking the first 25 seconds are real.
That's the best part.
But once
and I gotta say,
yeah,
that was by far your best cash. Your best Cashman.
You know what I did? I listened to that audio of him ripping Happ right before I recorded.
It was dead on.
As long as I listen a little before.
But if you and we have comments on it like, this isn't real. They're lying to us. Yeah, no shit.
This is bullshit audio.
Like, I guess you gotta listen to the show.
Which part did that gave that away?
When he's doing his fucking.
When he's fucking meditating,
or when he tells Gardner to cut the showers.
Yeah, I did that in my bathroom with my shower on.
Oh man.
So happened that game, 6 1/3, 2 runs, 4 hits, 10 Ks.
Yeah, he had 10 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
So when and also in that game, I tweeted, fucking Mike Tauchman, man, he should just retire because he got pinch hit for Kyle Higashioka.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
But
he started heating up like right after that game. I think he had a
3-hit game and then he went back to being garbage. So Cashman. Everybody kept bringing up the 2009 team meeting that Cashman had down in Atlanta, but people forget the Yankees won that game 1-0 on Francisco Cervelli home run. Mm-hmm. So it's not like they busted out offensively after that one. It just took the Yankees an extra day because the next day, and this might be one of the biggest pitching performances that this team has seen in the regular season in a long time. Davy Garcia went out there and let me bring this up here. I mean, he was amazing. I mean, really, when you think about where the Yankees were and the things that could have happened in that game, the Yankees could have fallen under 500. They could have fallen out of a playoff spot. They would have lost 6 in a row. They would have gotten swept. And Davy Garcia goes out there, and this was his line from that night.
21 years old. 21 years old.
7 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts. Just, I mean, just amazing right there. He gave and really in the second inning after the Yankees scratch out a run there, he gives up a 2-run home run, and you're just saying to yourself, game's over.
Yeah.
But
he
Yankees
didn't.
Came back, the Yankees immediately, and this is where DJ LeMahieu earns his money. Top of the 3rd inning, lines went right over the right field wall.
Yeah.
Tie game.
Yeah.
And now maybe you're feeling a little bit differently about things. And the Yankees scored 3 in the 5th and then 2 in the 9th to kind of salt it, and then now we haven't lost since.
Well,
so,
you saw a team really rally around a young kid that they clearly have a lot of respect for and have a lot of promise for. I mean, this kid went out there, not only did he dominate, but with the team's back against the wall like that, to go down early the way he did and to really not be flustered in any way, shape, or form, and allow his team to come back the way they did and score those runs and then hold it down. Come on, man. How many guys have gone into the 7th inning for the Yankees this year? Not many.
No, and this is Aaron Boone. Really, you could tell he really didn't want to put Davy Garcia out on the mound in a 5-2 game in the 7th inning. But he had at that point he had absolutely no faith in his bullpen.
And all the faith in the world in Davy Garcia. I mean, you got to give Davy Garcia enough credit there too. Where who better at that point, whether the bullpen was good or not.
No, but I think if the bullpen had shown and they pitched much better during this recent stretch, if they had not blown as many games as they did, especially with the way things went down on Monday's game, I think you would have absolutely seen probably Green or Ottavino take the 7th inning there. But Boone, that was his best option, and Davy Garcia rewarded him. So, you can say nothing but high praise for the kid after the way he pitched. So that was really good for the Yankees right there. And then boom, here we go. Thursday was a rain out, and then Friday doubleheader sweep. Garrett Cole, and I tweeted it. I said Garrett Cole's got to look at Davy Garcia's performance and say, okay, kid, watch this now.
Absolutely.
And he did. Garrett Cole's 7-inning complete game. I mean, it is what it is because of the doubleheader. But Garrett Cole went out there, and I think that was the first time we really saw the upper echelon of what Garrett Cole is.
And can we just say something, too? Because I know it's easy to just kind of look at it at the surface and say, oh, it's the Orioles. They suck. They have like 3 or 4 guys in their lineup that are hitting like 350.
Yeah.
Right?
Mountcastle's hitting 371 at that point on that doubleheader. Stewart is one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. Iglesias is doing a great job. He's hitting over 350. Mullins is doing all right. I mean, they have some guys that are.
I mean, they have a decent offense. That's why That's why they've won 20 games or
but it doesn't
whatever
matter.
it is.
They just took 3 out of 4. So, I mean, you can't look at them lightly.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, the typical Yankee fan has to find the negative and all things positive.
Now, was Garrett Cole credited with a complete game there? Because I know if he didn't allow a hit in those 7 innings, he wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been a recorded no hitter.
I'd have to imagine it's a complete game.
It has to be.
I believe it is a complete game, but he wouldn't have gotten credit for a no hitter.
Yeah, I mean.
And what a performance by Cole. 3 base runners, 2 hits and a walk, 9 strikeouts.
I mean, every game he's just striking out batter after batter.
Yeah.
And he did a much better job 0-2-1-2 in the count. He wasn't giving them. You know what was his problem? Higashioka was setting up low as a decoy, and he was aiming high. He was throwing it high. He was setting up low, but it was really supposed to be high.
Yeah.
And it would end up right in the middle.
Well, I think you just saw a guy in Garrett Cole go out there and just be fed up with himself. Mm-hmm. And just say, fuck it, man. This is what I got. This is what you're going to get. And I'm going to win. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to beat you with my best stuff and shoving it right down your throat.
He's got 79 strikeouts and 59 innings pitched this year. His whip is 1.02. So, I mean, and his ERA is 3.2. So that just shows he's given up a decent amount of home runs, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
His last 3 games, 8 hits against Tampa, where he allowed 4 earned runs. Baltimore, 4 hits, and then Baltimore again, 2 hits.
You saw a guy just go out and take care of business. That's really all it is.
And then with Tanaka going in game 2 of that doubleheader, the Yankees had to put both of those games in their pocket. They did. Tanaka gives up the first inning home run. But then after that, he doesn't allow much else. He goes 5 innings for the win, 5 strikeouts, 3 runs. So the Yankees offense really busted out. They scored 10 runs. That was the game that Luke Voit had 2 3-run home runs.
Yeah.
So then over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the Yankees needed a little late inning magic to win these games because the Orioles pitching held them down. They won 2-1 on an extra inning sac fly from Luke Voit on Saturday, and then we were trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with Aroldis Chapman in that game. So in the 90s, the Yankees had El Duque, and now in 2020 they have El Duque.
El Duque.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Aroldis Crapman.
So
That was a good one.
A lot of poopy problems. The
Yeah, that
Yankees.
was a bit unfortunate, but hey, he took care
so
of it.
did he definitely duped himself?
Did he?
Is that what happened?
Is that really what happened?
People are saying that he duped himself. I thought that he just had to duke, but people are saying that he actually duped himself. But hey, man, you know
Wow.
what? That was one of his best innings of the year. So I mean, that's what it
Maybe he
takes.
should shit himself more often. That was his best inning of the year. There's no debating it. Wow. I can't believe he shit himself. Is that why he did the thing where he turned around and smiled at the board?
I'm guessing.
I
People are
thought
saying-
he was paying homage to Rodney. I thought he was turning around to pull the. He was
Why would he
pulling.
do that?
I don't know.
What would-
Dude, in the moment, I couldn't make sense of what he was doing. He turned and he did something weird with his arms.
Yeah, because he had poop in his
I was
pants.
like, what's he doing?
He pulled a Tyler Wade.
He pulled the T Wade, except he couldn't get off the field. Hey, if he did shit himself, I have a lot more respect for Chapman for completing the inning and not coming out of that game. What a shitty game! No pun intended. What a shitty game to shit yourself. Like, it wasn't even a safe situation, was it? I think it was 5-1.
No, it was 1-1 in the ninth. The Yankees won that game.
No, that
2-1.
wasn't the game he. That wasn't the game he shit
Yes,
himself.
Yes,
I
it
think
was.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He finished the inning, and they won the game. Oh no, you might be right.
Say
No,
sorry.
they won the game. They won the game.
Yes,
They
in
won the
extra
game.
innings.
No, that's not.
Yes.
Trust me, that's not when he did it because I wasn't watching that game. I was only listening.
Chris, I'm telling you, it happened Saturday.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Agree to disagree.
You're gonna, no, there's no. It's not. It's not an opinion. Like the two of us have differing opinions. It either happened or it didn't.
But Christian,
Okay, Chris. It happened 2 days ago from Twitter when I tweeted Aroldis Crapman. Okay, that was Saturday.
Okay. All right. Okay. Some poopy problems. Okay.
It was the same game that Luke Voit hit the walk-off sac fly, and this is something that we need to get to. It was also the same game where Aaron Boone had Adam
you're right.
Ottavino ready to go in the bullpen in the 10th inning, and he chooses to go to Jonathan Holder instead.
what was I doing Saturday?
Obviously not paying attention to the game.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I was at
Well, you
I was
were.
at a 90th birthday party, but I was watching on my phone.
There's always an excuse for you.
I had a very busy weekend.
Okay. You know what you don't know is I was very busy. this
Chapman
weekend.
shit himself. Okay.
So let's talk about that. How Adam Ottavino is now behind Jonathan Holder.
I
in the
mean,
pick-
can't
in
blame
the
him.
pecking order.
Can't blame Boone here. Jonathan
Pull
Holder,
up
we can make
Holder's
fun.
numbers here.
We can make fun of him all we want. The guy's having a great year,
He's got a 2.08 ERA so far this season.
and I
It's
gotta
allowed
gotta believe a lot of those runs came early.
4 earned runs in 17 and a third innings pitched, 14 Ks in those 17 and a third.
Yeah,
1 home
Hey.
run allowed, 8 walks. I mean, that's not bad though. I'll take that from Jonathan Holder.
And
I
I
mean,
tweet this.
absolutely.
I said Aaron Boone trusts Holder more than Ottavino. Let that sink in. And then everybody's like, "Well, he's better than Ottavino."
I know. People just don't get it.
Like, understand the point is that last year Adam Ottavino was one of the most trusted members of his bullpen. Had a sub-2 ERA. He pitched literally every day. And, this
He's
might be
here
Boone.
as one of the elite arms of the bullpen.
He might have. I mean, this might be Boone's fault for proctoring him last year.
Yeah, but he
and then-
is a proctor. Like, he isn't.
But then-
Ottavino, you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yes. And
Shouldn't
then
have
look at
proctored.
Holder, who last year had an ERA around 7. I think it was 6 and change.
Holder got
He would-
sent down for a while.
Yeah, and he got sent down.
6.31 last year, Christian. And how about this with Ottavino already? 66 and a third innings pitched last year, 14 earned runs. In just 13 and a third innings this year, he's allowed 11 earned runs. So 3 less than he gave up all of last season. He's already allowed in just 13 and a third innings. What's his ERA? 7.43 right now is his earned run average.
He's awful.
Yeah.
He's been awful. And then yesterday, not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday because we're recording Monday night. he gets into a little bit of trouble, and who comes to save the day for him is Jonathan Holder. So not only is Boone using Holder and when Ottavino, because you would think you get to that point in the game, you have Ottavino ready to extend the game to the 11th, and he uses Holder instead. So now Boone is like, all right, here, Adam, go take your spot, and then he gets into trouble, and Holder comes on, and he's like, get the fuck out of here, I got this.
I mean, over the dude's last 10 innings, he's only given up 1 earned run.
Mm-hmm.
And to be Jonathan Holder and to be able to say that is something that has really helped this bullpen. A bullpen.
And knock on wood, I mean, you don't want to jinx it, but since the 10-run inning in Toronto, the Yankees bullpen has not allowed a run.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to see. If you're going to be that shitty, you gotta do a complete 180, and you got to do it quick. And that's what this entire team has done. I mean, this entire team in the last week has given you a completely different feel, and nothing much has changed. Guys are showing up, and that's what you like to see because now you have faith in the team.
And, in the last 2 games, they really haven't scored. I mean, Sunday night, they won 3-1. They were being held down. Twitter and, Aaron Boone resting guys.
Oh yeah,
Aaron
you do
Boone.
it too, though. You're not fucking. You do it too. You're just as guilty. And then you come out. And you fucking try and blow up my spot like they're up 5-0. Yeah, bro, you're the fucking one complaining first before anyone else, and you're right. You shouldn't be resting guys right now. Oh wait, hold on. Let's talk about this fight I had with someone, please. All I said was pretty much what we said on the show. Maybe we should stop resting guys because there's no proof that resting guys equals he goes, it minimizes their chance of getting injured. I said, yes, you're right. Their chance of getting injured, as in they don't play as many games, therefore they don't have as many games to get injured in. He goes, no. It's proven that when a guy rests more, he gets injured less. I ask him for the data, and then I immediately find him research that says there's no correlation between a guy resting and a guy getting injured less. And then he goes, well, duh. I mean, all I'm saying is there's nothing to prove that it doesn't work. Yes, thank you. Thank you for now proving my fucking point. It's just immediate bullshit. Stop resting guys. It makes 0 sense. Bullpen's different. Pitching's different.
It made plenty of sense yesterday.
Why?
Because then Glaber was the hero.
Yeah, what, as a pinch hitter? Sure. Let's rest him. Seriously, he's how old? He's what, 25?
He's 40.
40. Yeah, let's just rest everyone. Seriously, I think it's such a great move. Listen, it's really worked for the Yankees. It really has. Ever since they started resting guys, they've really just stayed healthy and stayed on the field. So we should rest more. We should rest guys more.
What if they rest them less? And they get hurt more?
And they get hurt more, then I'm wrong. And then we go back to the drawing board. But I bet you my life it wouldn't happen. Because you want to know why? There's no way possible this team could be hurt more than they are now.
Oh, there is a way.
No, there's not, Christian. There's no fucking way. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't want to start naming guys, but there's definitely a way. There's definitely a way they could be hurt more.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
Nope.
Let's get it going. Come on. Let's see how. When's Judge supposed to come back? This weekend? He's got to take more swings, right?
Don't want to get blamed for
right,
that.
Yeah.
One.
We're talking about a guy who should have won MVP and won Rookie of the Year. He needs more swings though. In the alternate site, please get more swings. We want to prolong. We don't want to give you too much time to be in the game before the playoffs start to give you more of a chance to get hurt again. So please take your time. Take your time down there.
He's fine.
I need these guys need swings at the alternate site. Give me a fucking break. Are you kidding? Him and Stanton are out there jogging around, running around the bases, throwing the ball, taking swings, but they need to be in the alternate site right now while this team fucking hangs on by the skin of their teeth. And we're scoreboard watching the Orioles, the Tigers, and the Mariners, and we're sending fucking Stanton and Judge down to the alternate site. Give me a fucking break. Seriously. Give me a break. You want to know how I feel? You want to get me started on fucking resting guys? That's how I feel. These guys are babied like fucking no other. And it's a joke, and it doesn't work. You cannot fight me that it works. It does not. Yankees are living proof.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I just looked up a stat. Christian, we were talking about this yesterday a little bit, how if you had to pick, Chris, I'll ask you since you don't know, what month over the last couple of years do you think the Yankees play their best or are right up there? Is when they really start finding it and start showing the kind of team that they are?
I'd have to say July.
All right, I'm thinking more of June, okay? So that would be what, the third month of the season, right? Is June?
Yeah. I would say June or July,
all right,
to be honest.
We're going now in the playoffs will be technically the June of this year is October because it's the third month of the season. And their June records the last 2 years, 17-9 last year and 18-9 in 2018. So this is a group that is heating up right now, and this is usually the time when they heat up. So it's a good sign that if you're looking at the third month of the season is technically where they're at right now. June's a good month for the Yankees.
We said maybe the warm weather and that this would give them a good start, but maybe it's just the progression of how many months.
Yeah, that theory didn't work out. Let's see if this theory does.
I mean, it was working out.
It was for the first 23 games or 22 games. So
Okay. All right. That's all. Fun fact of that.
Good. Hold on, guys. Give Christian a little time. He's got to watch the fucking Giants game.
He's a bit distracted tonight because the Giants are probably losing right now.
No, they are. It's halftime.
Or they're winning, and then they'll blow it in the fourth quarter in traditional.
No, they played
fashion.
good for about quarter and a half, so that's about their limit.
Yeah. Well, what are you
I'm just
gonna
not
do?
interested in anything Chris has to say today. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, including Manscaped. That was good. You even listened to me. You even give me anything. This is your brand. You love these people.
Yeah. Okay. I said I manscaped, a boop, a bop, a bibbity bop.
I fucking Manscaped in the dark. And you think I'm fucking joking? Come over.
What the fuck are you drinking at? What is that?
It's a bubble, boy. Bubble.
I broke that fucking thing. I threw a fast.
I had to get a new one.
I threw a
This is
slider
the new
right
one.
at it.
I got a nice, cool color scheme.
Threw a fucking slider right at it.
Yeah, busted my old bubble.
See, back to what Chris was saying here is I don't complain about the lineup the second it comes out. I wait until I hear Aaron Boone give me a bullshit answer.
Right, because you're nothing but rational. Sometimes you need to be irrational once in a while.
No, you don't need to be irrational.
You do. You do. You need to show emotion in life.
Because then you happen.
No, because you have to, or else people don't take you as seriously. If you don't show any irrationality in your life, in the aspect of what you speak upon, then no one considers you as into it as you should be. If you're truly a diehard Yankee fan, you have to be irrational once in a while.
I just picked a goober out.
Or guess what? Or you're just indifferent. Right? You're either rational with some bouts of irrationality, or you're just indifferent. I think you're indifferent. I think nothing puts you over the top. Wait, you actually texted something. I was like, there it is. There's what I'm looking for. You said something and you weren't joking. And I was like, wow, there it is. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, what was it?
I forget. You really fucking put down the Yankees for once. And I was like, wow, that was it. That was the emotion I was looking for.
Well, so if you're irrational and you sit there and you make,
I said bouts of irrationality. Not that you're an irrational person. A vast majority of the time, you are rational, sound mind, but you have moments of irrationality as a true, passionate fan. That's normal. If you are constantly, not just a vast majority, if you are always 100% of the time a rational person with your team, it means you are ultimately indifferent. If they don't tip you, or if they don't put you over the tipping point at least once in a while, you must be indifferent. Or you're a robot.
Okay, so every time the lineup comes out, we have to blow a gasket, right?
No, see, you don't listen to me. You're so you're so in your own mind. You don't even listen to what I say. I
What?
say vast majority of the time you're rational,
What?
cool, calm-headed, right? Even-keeled. But once in a while, the team makes you hit your tipping point.
I
And you
said
get
it,
a
these
little
guys-
irrational.
What did I? First of all, I'm the one that said this, that if the Yankees are healthy, that they need to be playing everybody.
Yeah, I know. But then you just turn on your own word so that you can virtue signal to everyone that you're rational and that you're.
That's Chris's big, big fancy word now, virtue signaling. Okay.
Yeah, that's what everyone does now. It's a cool thing. It's what when cool kids used to pee their pants? Now cool kids virtue signal.
I don't even know what that means because I'm not cool enough to know. So,
Billy Madison reference.
what are you gonna do? You gonna get upset every time? Oh, Glaber said, yeah.
No,
you know
but
what?
once in a while, I don't need to hear Aaron Boone's fucking rationale behind it. When I look at a lineup and I say, why the fuck is 20-whatever-year-old Gleyber Torres, 22-year-old, 23-year-old Gleyber Torres sitting the fucking bench after he was just hurt for X amount of days, got all the fucking rest he needed, and now he's finally back and producing? I don't need to hear a rational fucking argument. No, I don't. No, I don't. If he's healthy, I don't need to hear it.
On your little keyboard and be like, oh, Boone's a moron, just stupid. I'm smarter than him.
I am. I clearly am. If you think that sitting Gleyber Torres is smart, you're a fucking moron. I'm sorry. Because the guy's hurt nonstop. Anyway, so let's just fucking play him.
All right, you know what? You go do what you have to do. I have to take care of something right now.
Christian go take care of something. Can we pretend like we can't hear him when he comes back?
If you want
and just
to,
don't
but
even
it might
look at
not
the
make
screen.
for good.
I don't know. He doesn't make for good audio.
Yeah,
he just
really.
fucking
He's off
sits
his
there.
game today.
He's off his game. He
Hey, look,
sucks today.
Sometimes you go for.
Sometimes
you go
you're in a
back to the
slump.
dugout. You gotta go back
Maybe
to the
we should
drawing
bench
board.
him.
Yeah.
Maybe we should bench him.
You know what? Christian might need a day off. That might be the thing. He might need some rest.
I'll talk to him about it.
Things aren't looking too good here tonight.
We have a big interview tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah. We were asked kind of to audition or interview for a new TV show coming out. We would be like the Northeast, or I guess New York sports people. So,
Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes, and then we'll update. Give a little update next week on it.
And ultimately, I mean, Christian is just a douchebag. Is really
Right.
How many times did Chris virtue signal while I was gone?
Oh no, I didn't virtue signal. I came right out and said how I felt.
Yeah, he did.
So
I didn't say anything.
Look, dude, I said this last week. It might have been last week. The Yankees are in a position where they need to play everybody. So if these guys are healthy, they need to play.
well, you
But
text.
I'm also not gonna go on Twitter the second the
No,
the
you're right.
lineup
I
comes
get
out
it.
and start ripping Boone.
I get it. That's you.
I want to hear what he has to
wanna
say
hear it.
first.
Yeah, and he's going to
Because
give you
they
the
look
same
pretty
line
stupid
over and over.
when-
But he's going to
when-
give you the same line over and over.
Well, line over and over. Well, how often his team gets hurt, and then you're gonna look like a fucking moron when he comes out and tells you Gleyber Torres winds up back on the IL. I just need to hear that first.
That he
That he's
was
not-
okay. So all you needed to hear was that he wasn't hurt, and then you were pissed about it.
Yeah, he should have
Okay,
been fucking playing.
then that's fair. That's fair. Okay, you also both of you were texting about. Now this has turned into the fucking NBA where we're tanking games so we can get better lottery picks. This has turned into that in some sense. You guys are talking about optimal playoff seeding, because what were you saying? If it ended today, who would we play?
the Rays.
Well, it would be the Rays, but wasn't it the other day? Weren't you saying we want to shoot for the Indians? Like that's who you would want to play?
The Yankees have to get into that 4-5 matchup because that would most likely be the Twins.
That's right. That's where they need to be.
It doesn't look like they're good. I don't know. They could catch. Toronto. They're playing them this week.
Don't
They're
you
only
think it's
game
so
behind.
stupid how they're doing it? Don't you think it should just be 1, 2, 3 or division leaders, and then it's seeded from there?
Yeah,
Like,
I
why
do.
is it like that? Why are the 2 seeds getting a higher seed than anyone else at
You know,
that
because
point?
Houston might finish under 500.
Right.
So they got to make sure that.
Yeah, they're 23 and 24 right now, but they would be, in that 1 or 2 seed for the division. To finish.
That's my point though. Like,
I agree.
I mean, how fucking idiotic is this? I have not met one person who likes Rob Manfred. I'll say that.
Yeah,
I have not met one person who has a good thing to say about this guy,
liked.
and I think he's a fucking moron. I
Carlos
really
Correa's
do.
had plenty of good things to say about him.
Oh, the whole fucking Astros
Houston
team
likes
has.
him. The
You
fan
kidding
base
me?
there probably likes him.
Jeff Crane loves him.
They fucking all love him down there in Houston. Wouldn't you? You could cheat your way to the fucking top.
All right, but basically, with Yankees have gotten hot now. They won 5 in a row.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to worry about them missing the postseason.
I hope
right
not.
now.
I really hope not.
They really put the Orioles in the rearview mirror. They're back to what? 5 games over 500.
Yeah, 26 and 21.
I mean, how hard do you want the Yankees to push this now? They're
Hard.
Not gonna win,
Hard.
but they're not going to win. They're not going to win the division.
Okay.
They're not. I mean, look at the numbers.
It doesn't matter. You have to look at who they're playing. Their fate is in their own hands, so they better push it pretty fucking hard.
Do you want? I'm saying though, if you're Aaron Boone, you're Brian Cashman. Do you want to get out of a potential first-round matchup with the Rays? Do you want to get out of a potential first-round matchup with the A's? I mean, if there's 2 places that you don't want to go for a 3-game series, it's probably those 2 places. I think they would be at the top of the list.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, dude, you shouldn't be where you are anyway. But so you're not even looking at who you're playing. You just got to put your head down and win games now. And again, it's not even about the future. It's about who you're playing. You lose these games against the Jays, you're not going anywhere. If they can't find a way to beat the Blue Jays, which is a fucking disgusting statement that's coming out of me in 2020. If you can't find a way to beat the fucking Blue Jays, you're not going anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter.
So if they beat the Blue Jays this month, then they will finish as the number 2 in the American League East.
Oh, there's 13 games left, and 7 of them are against Toronto.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But you gotta win. You gotta win 5 of those 7.
I mean, for me, you have to say the team you don't want to face in the first round are the teams with the best pitching, with the best matchups. So for me, it would
especially
sitting right now
yeah.
the number 1 seed in the AL is the Chicago White Sox.
right. So the White Sox are a team I wouldn't want to face because with Lucas Giolito. The Indians I wouldn't want to face with Shane Bieber, although his most recent start against the Yankees last season, he only went 1 2/3 innings and allowed 5 earned runs. That was last year. This year he's the Cy Young leader, I'd say, in the American League, posting a 1.53 earned run average, 7-1. Giolito, he's done okay against the Yankees, and then you have the Rays with Tyler Glasnow. You don't really want to face Tyler Glasnow in a best-of-3 series, along with Blake Snell, who's had success against the Yankees this season.
There's only one team that I'm nervous about playing in a 3-game series, and it's the Rays. Because when you're going down guy to guy, and I'll even throw fucking Davy Garcia in there at this point from what he's shown me. When you're going down guy to guy, you have to outrank me. And the Rays, okay, you want to pair up Cole and Glasnow, and then they have Morton.
Yeah, which they'd go Snell and then Morton, or they'd go Snell game
And you
1
got
against
Snell.
Cole, and then Glasnow against
I'm just
Massa.
saying that's the one team that's
Right.
just like,
no,
fuck.
they match up very well, as we've seen.
But like
this
the
year.
White Sox, you're not going to scare me with the fucking White Sox. Their pitching is not what is going to.
No, but you have to keep in mind that this is a 3-game series. So
Yeah.
when you're facing elite pitching and they
But
dominate,
so are they.
right?
They're facing
right,
Garrett
of
Cole.
course, and they're thinking the exact same thing on their end, that the Yankees have Garrett Cole and they don't want to face the Yankees.
I'll
in
make a
3-game
statement right now.
series.
If the Yankees play the White Sox in the playoffs and they lose that series, I will get anything you guys want. Are you listening? Anything you want tattooed right on my ass cheek.
Okay.
Anything you want.
What about a White
You
Sox
still, haven't,
logo?
you still haven't paid out the last bet that you lost.
What was
Oh
it?
yeah, the jet black hair.
Oh,
gotta
I'm
dye
waiting.
half your head.
I'm waiting for
All right,
someone to bring
okay.
over fucking.
All right, I'll get on that.
Just for
I
men.
totally forgot about it. All right, don't drop ad names now. Let's get some money out of it.
JFM.
So,
It's another win for men.
but like, yeah, the Twins. I'll face the Twins. I'll even face the Athletics. These teams, until you show me that you're not those teams in the postseason, I'm not going to be scared to face you. Even the Blue Jays, in recent years, whenever the Blue Jays make it, they've found a way to collapse. So Give me the Blue Jays. Give me the Twins. Give me the A's. Give me the Astros. I'd love to face the Astros this season. I'll take them in a 3-game series without Verlander.
Fuck them.
But for me, it's the Rays, White Sox, and Indians that I'd like to avoid. But even them, you have Garrett Cole in a 3-game series. You're
the fuck do the Indians
team.
have? Bieber?
Shane Bieber, Carlos Carrasco.
Fuck
and there's
Carrasco,
that young
man. I
pitcher,
love Carlos Carrasco. I have all the respect in the
Yeah.
world for him. I love what he fucking has done.
Yeah.
But as a baseball player right now, the Yankees should beat him.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Just if you're talking.
You want to talk Bieber, though? He's a stud.
Yeah.
He's a young stud.
Right.
But come on, they don't have Clevenger anymore.
No.
Kluber's hurt, right?
Kluber's on the
Kluber's in
Rangers.
Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So
come on.
he
And
is hurt.
Hurt too, yeah. So, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's
Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying the Yankees
right.
better give me a
look,
better excuse.
End of the day, Garrett Cole's on the Yankees, and Garrett Cole's the best pitcher in the American League. Pitcher. So we have the best team, the optimal team for a best of 3.
Yeah.
But baseball's baseball.
Susan.
That's how you feel how the Yankees rotation stacks up. But do they, in this 60-game season, do they have the most valuable player on their team?
I think so, man. I think it's going to shape up to be that way, and I think Ryan might eat his words. I mean, that you said we'd never see
Right. I forgot about
a Yankee MVP ever in our lifetime, and maybe we cut you some slack here. Weird season, short season, but I think Luke Voigt's gonna. Nah, they
I
fucking
just think
love
there's
Trout, dude.
there's such a Yankee bias when it
There
comes to
is.
these major awards.
Wait, we talk about this all the time. Why didn't Judge win the MVP? Everyone says MVP's about war this, war that. Well, Judge had everything.
You
He
know
struck
who's
out
really
20
the
times.
MVP up there too is Nelson Cruz.
He's got to be on steroids.
329 average, 16 home runs, 20 walks, a 418 on base percentage. That's wild. Luke Voit, 270, 335 on base with 16 dingers. He has 5 more ribbies than Nelson Cruz, 2 less though than Mike Trout. Mike Trout's got 39 driven in, and Voit 37.
Oh, you can. Here's
Abreu's got 48 runs driven in, 15 home runs. That's a 321 batting average, low on base, but that could be another candidate that gets it over Voit right now. I'd say the top 4 are Nelson Cruz, Mike Trout, Jose Abreu, and Luke Voit. Not
Looking
in that
at
order.
this though, I mean, Luke Voigt's not even close.
Shut up.
He'll be talked about.
you be quiet.
No, he'll be talked about, but I mean, Ryan might be right here with Nelson Cruz. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
His numbers are ridiculous.
you have to
Do
count
more
his age,
steroids,
too.
Nelson.
No, seriously, he's got to be doing something. How old is he?
He's got to be in his 40s, right?
I'm gonna pull it up. What are we
I mean,
thinking here?
He had like a
I'd say
couple years where
40.
he disappeared.
40
He's
even.
40.
Wow,
Dude, come on.
incredible.
I gotta change my tune a little bit about Luke Voit here.
Thank you.
Shut your mouth.
Thank you for this.
And I'm only doing it because the second consecutive year where the wind blows more than 8 miles an hour and Giancarlo Stanton has a fucking goddamn calf strain and he's got to miss 40 fucking games in a 60-game season. Oh, I'm so indifferent towards everything, right, asshole?
How many games has he played total in the last 2 years? 20?
Did he play 13 games last year?
18 last
I
year.
think he played 18 last year, and he's played 14 this year, maybe?
Did he even play 14 games this year?
I think he's at 32 total in the last 2 years.
Let's see. So last year he played
18 and
18,
14.
yeah,
Yeah,
14.
32 games in the last 2 seasons.
Okay, and Luke Voit is clearly hurt.
Clearly, I mean, he's trying to cover this shit up, but he's in pain. Every
time he
game.
rounds the bases, I say to myself, he's not coming back out.
He's
there.
hurt.
He's done. He's hurt. And what does Luke Voit keep doing?
Keeps coming
rings.
out.
The bell rings, and who's in the ring the next round?
Yeah. Hey, and on a team that is constantly going down, you have a different respect for a guy who demands to stay on the field.
Yeah,
you
here's a
absolutely
quote.
do.
Here's his quote when being asked about how he's looked like he's.
I got to be out here with the bull.
Got to be out here with the boys, and I'll do everything to grind through it and do everything I can to help us win. it's been a weird year for our team, so I need to be out there to help them fight through this. So, I mean, that's even more so than the play that I've grown even more respect for him. As much as I was underlooking his talent level, the fact that he's going out there and playing through this, that shows a lot of heart, and that's the kind of player that the Yankees need.
He's never going to be a Gold Glove defensive first baseman.
Yeah, we know. But he's got muscles, and he hits home runs, and my wife loves him.
He goes out there. He gives you a good AB every time out. He's been mashing the ball on one foot. I mean, you can't say that you don't respect the effort Luke Voit is giving you this year.
No, you have to. I mean, there's nothing.
I think he's definitely erased any doubt anybody, including me, has had about him being the long-term solution at first base.
Same here.
You might want to carry a defensive caddy for him, and if you're playing in Game 7 of the World Series,
and let's not, let's not downplay how much Ford has helped us like Luke Voit even more this year.
I thought you were about to compliment Ford.
No.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Ford has made it easy for us to say, okay. I mean, Voigt's play alone, but now Mike Ford. You look at Mike Ford and you just see how atrocious he is. Yeah, and I like the guy.
No, what's there to like about him?
I like him. I think he's a.
Why? Because he went to Princeton. So
no, I like a guy. I don't think first basemen are respected enough, first of all. Second of all, I like a guy who can come up.
Respected if they're any good.
I like a guy who can come up and might not be the greatest player in the world, but he comes through in some clutch spots.
So is a negative .5 WAR, is that considered good?
Clutch?
Or
whatever? Is that clutch for you?
I'm just trying to make the guy feel
got
good.
10 hits this year.
Okay.
No, he's been awful. He's been legitimately awful.
Awful. And I want to say this. I don't want to get off topic, but I got to say, because you brought it up and I didn't have time to respond the other day. Gary Sanchez has had much, much better at-bats. You can't look at the box score right now to see what Gary Sanchez has been doing. You have to really look at his at-bats. They're much more productive. He's getting a lot of good wood on the ball. He's just hitting it right at guys. It's usually a sign of a guy turning a corner. I think over the next week,
don't like batting average anymore because Gary's hard hit percentage has been way up the past week or so.
He's going to turn. He's going to turn the corner.
What do they call it? What do they call it? The barrel rate?
Yeah, whatever. Take my fucking barrel rate and shove it up your ass and just hit me home runs.
Well, you know what? If your barrel rate's a little hairy like Gary's was,
you need a little
Manscaped to clean that up.
Use promo code NYYST20. You could get free shipping and 20% off too.
Ooh.
So I think yes, definitely Luke Voit deserves to be in the conversation for most valuable player this year. I mean, really, and that's what you love so much about LeMahieu and Gleyber Torres last year is that everybody fell to the wayside and. Here they were still in the lineup, and here's a guy he's clearly hurt. But here's what I don't understand: why is his injury okay to play through and nobody else's is?
Because he's not making $30 million a year.
So they don't care if he dies.
No, I honestly I think it's what it is, and I think
I mean that in my opinion that is what it is. Because look at the money Giancarlo Stanton's making
a ton of money. I mean, he's only
but his future value. The future value of some of these players is much higher than Luke Voit, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to just make it that simple. It's got to be more than that, right? Luke Voit is first of all, he's a first baseman. Okay? He doesn't need that foot constantly. And look, his biggest production is home runs right now. So when he's hitting home runs, you don't need to be running for me. In all aspects of this injury, if he was an outfielder, he wouldn't be playing right now. End of story.
Look, Luke Voigt's making $634,000.
It's wild. It's wild.
There is absolutely no risk in running this guy out every day.
You remember who he got traded? You remember who he got traded for?
Yeah, Chase and Shreve and Giovanni Gallegos.
But we live in a world now where it's about everyone needs to be.
But don't you think
everyone matters?
But have you seen Chase and Shreve lately?
Yeah, he looks like a fucking caveman.
No.
That hasn't been fed in fucking
it's like
20
when
years.
Did casting calls for extras for meth heads,
and he was supposed to be fucking 8-ball,
and then they didn't cast him.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like.
You look at
he looks like Barry Pepper, who missed his casting as the drug addict, fucking homeless guy from Breaking Bad, and then grew his hair out.
I mean, when you look at how players would play every day, or even a guy like Tom Seaver would start 37 games in a season and he'd throw 35 complete games. Is the main difference now the money being made, and therefore it's like an insurance policy where you don't want to run these guys out every day because
the main difference is the technology and what we see and how arms heal and what happens after guys pitch and how much time it takes for them to heal.
They're able to identify
because back
every
then
little thing.
That kind of money could have been equaled in value to what it is now.
Don't think that these guys, because maybe they made $8,000 in a season, that wasn't a lot of money back then.
It's just knowledge.
They just didn't have the medical imaging then.
It's knowledge, especially when it comes to pitching.
And then like Tom Seaver would be walking into the clubhouse like, "Hey, Skip, like my arm's broken," and he's like, "Hey, we got some salve for that. Go rub that shit on there and give me 9 today."
Like fucking Mickey Mantle used to take a 30-pack and just fucking ice himself with it.
What
drink
the fuck's that supposed to mean?
You're making mad, for Christ's sake. But seriously, like, we live in a time now where everything matters and you must be nice to everyone. And Luke Voit's value is the same regardless of what he makes in his contract as everyone else because we're all nice and loving and we don't want to see anyone get hurt. I'm telling you that. So that rationale does not work for me. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me that the Yankees value him less because he makes less money. Maybe 20 years ago, I'd say 100%. And if you want to give me a rational explanation, that's the one that's rational to me. But in the world we live in right now, that could never, it's not possible anymore. I just truly think it's his position. I think it's what he contributes most. Look, Luke Voit could either be hurt the way he is or be 100% healthy. Not much faster when he's healthy. Mm-hmm. Right? Give me a hobbling fucking Luke Voit playing first base. And that's still just as good as a completely healthy Luke Voit if he's going to keep producing.
Do you know that they have metrics that measure speed, and he actually grades lower than Gary Sanchez?
Wow. Is he actually faster with the injury?
He might be.
He's slower than Gary. Well, you got to give Gary credit. Ever since he really lost weight and stuff, he actually busts it out of the box. He's pretty quick.
He's fat and lazy.
But look, let's just say this. Last thing on Voit for me. If he wasn't still producing through the pain, you wouldn't see him out there anymore. Right? You think like they would get to a point where they were like, okay, we need to get him healthy because he's a shell of himself right now. But it's been the opposite. The guy's been hurt and he's been performing double what we're used to. So you keep throwing him out there. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, he's been great. But some of these injured guys are coming back. When you listen to this Tuesday morning, right before the Yankees start the series with the Blue Jays, Aaron Boone today on MLB Radio said that Gio Urshela and Jonathan NYYST will be activated. So that'll strengthen the defense up and add another arm to that bullpen, although we still don't know what the hell is wrong with NYYST. The Yankees never said there was just a medical condition that required him to go on the IL.
It had to be COVID.
They said it wasn't COVID. He didn't go in the COVID protocol. So
okay, got to be COVID.
Okay, but he didn't go in the COVID protocol.
That's how they dupe you. Maybe he did.
Okay, so he had Rona.
Do you watch the people go into COVID protocol? No.
Okay, but everybody else that had fucking COVID, they got shut down. Why didn't the Yankees get shut down? You think Major League Baseball will let the Yankees keep playing if they had a guy with COVID?
Maybe if you don't disclose it, they don't know. Maybe that's why the Yankees didn't do it.
Okay.
Maybe they're getting smart.
Okay, Alex Jones.
You're such a dick. It's because I'm smarter than you in most facets of our lives now.
It's like literally
and you can't handle it. And you can't handle it. That I keep myself informed.
The Yankees had Rona, so but everybody else that has it doesn't get to play through it.
Okay.
You're like, oh, the Yankees lied about it.
No, they don't have to disclose anything.
Yes, they do. So the Major League Baseball knows. They're the ones administering the tests.
You know what? Here's how fucking stupid Major League Baseball is. We can't disclose anything. But then you just put the guy in the IL, but we're going to shut your team down right after it happens, so everyone's going to fucking know who it is anyway.
Yeah, okay, it is. We said
Isn't it fucking
stupid.
idiotic? Come on.
We said it was stupid, but
Rob Manfred have kids? Look up if Rob Manfred has kids.
It wasn't because of COVID. That was just what they agreed in the previous collective bargaining agreement that if it's a non-baseball related injury or reasoning for going on the IL, that they do not have to disclose it.
Look up if Rob Manfred has kids.
Why? What are you going to do? Kidnap
Come
him?
on.
No. I want to know if they love their father. Because there's no fucking way you love this guy.
He's got a daughter and a son.
Okay. I'm reaching out to him. Okay.
All right. Well, you know what? You do that.
Do
and
you
then
love
I'll
your
have
father? Because he's a fucking moron. That's what he
then
is.
I'll have Rob Manfred reach out to your kids.
Go
And say the
ahead.
same
My
exact
kids
thing.
fucking love me. My kids love me. If I was Rob Manfred's son, change my last name.
They don't know, but they don't know. Though.
If I
That's
got
the
married,
problem.
I'd take my wife's last name.
You should. Anyway, now Boone also said that Stanton and Judge are due back probably by the weekend, which leads you to think, somebody's getting the boot. Somebody's got to go. And apparently it's not going to be Clint Frazier. Aaron Boone said, I'll have the quote here.
I love this, by the way. Love this quote. Did you hear this quote, Ray?
No.
Boone on Stanton and Judge. He said, well, actually, this is going to trigger Chris. This is what Boone had to say on Stanton and Judge. He goes, we expect them back this week. We'll ease them in. If we bring them back quickly, we'll probably see them play. Then a day off, then play. We'll build them up, hopefully, by the last week of the season where they're going to go 3 or 4 days in a row.
Unreal. Please, build them up. Let's build them up.
I actually don't have the quote on.
All right. You want me to say it?
You can paraphrase it. He basically said that when these guys come back, that Clint Frazier's not going anywhere. He will be in the lineup every day because he's earned it.
Yeah. He's their starting outfielder. He's a starting left fielder. His job to lose. Finally, Clint Frazier, it is your job to lose, which I think is fucking awesome. Right?
Well, the
This guy
Yankees
has
sent
come
down
so
Clark-
far now.
The Yankees sent down Clark Schmidt after the game on Sunday. That's probably going to be for NYYST, right? Yeah, there was.
So
no
they
real
have a
need-
spot. They have a spot where they don't have to make a move for one of these guys that are coming back.
Yes, that's correct. Clark
Okay.
Schmidt got sent down, so they
Okay.
don't have to make a move. They might even have another roster spot because they sent Florial down. I don't recall anybody being activated after that or brought
So they
up.
could have 28, right? 28.
Actually, they is it 28 right now? It's 28 right now. Let
Yeah.
me do a quick count. You guys talk while I count the roster.
Well,
Yeah, they only have 27 on the roster right now.
yeah. So then the 28th would be Stanton or Judge.
Okay, so when they sent down Florial, it was to make room for Garcia.
Okay, so here's my move. I
So
don't know how
Schmidt-
much you guys agree
so
with
Schmidt
me.
was sent down, so that's probably we'll just watch that out for NYYST, right? So that's
All right.
that.
All right. So
So
now
now
we
to
need
get
replacement.
Urshela-
Right. Okay. Sorry,
To get
Christian.
Urshela on the roster, somebody's got to go.
Tyro Estrada, right?
That wouldn't be my move.
What would be your move?
Oh, to get Urshela
To
back.
get Gio back.
Give me the bullpen real quick. We got to have another bullshit arm in there.
I don't
It's only
think so.
Michael King or Nick Nelson are the
All right,
only
Michael
two.
King. I'm sorry. I know they like him, but Michael
No.
King's got to go. Or Nick Nelson, one of them.
No, I think Nelson would be the move.
Okay.
I
for,
think if you're going by recent performance, Nick Nelson would be the guy that gets sent
Okay,
down.
but let's talk about Judge and Stanton now, though.
because this is where it's going to get interesting. Because you could say, all right, we'll bring up, we'll just get rid of Nick Nelson or King. I think it would be Nelson, but whatever. You just get rid of
Nick
one of those
Nelson.
guys. Neither,
Yes.
especially with the way that the bullpen and starters are pitching right now with NYYST back. They're probably one of those guys is probably expendable. That's your move, right?
Mhm.
So then you're okay for probably the Toronto series. I would say by the time they're in Boston over the weekend, you're going to see Judge and Stanton. Now two guys have to to
Okay.
go.
You ready? Tyro Estrada. Okay. Or Tyler
No, I
Wade.
I think they like Wade's speed.
I do too. I think Wade's, but I'm going to go Estrada. Guess who my number 2 is?
Eric Kratz.
No.
Think they're going to keep three? You think they'll keep 3 catchers?
Yeah. I think they like having 3 catchers.
I think they got to send. I think they have to send Homer back to Springfield.
There you go. That's it. Bye-bye, Mike Ford. You are pointless to me. You're pointless to me. You have DJ LeMahieu, who's more than capable of playing first base at the same level as Luke
Because
Voit.
you know why this has become a bit of an issue now. Somebody's also has gotten hot recently.
Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Miggy's hot as fuck right now. He just won Player of the Week. He won the Montefiore Player of the Week. Yeah.
So Andujar is probably here to stay, but then, do you consider sending him down because he's not going to play? He's not going to play. Where do you fit Miguel Andujar into the lineup?
You got him.
But he will play because Boone said he's going to ease these guys back into it, so he's going to be DHing every other day, and Stanton or Judge will have off.
Honestly, dude, fuck Stanton right now. Fuck Stanton. You can't stay healthy for me for 2 years. Now you have to earn your spot back, in my opinion.
It's tough.
Well, how's he going to do that by not playing? And you know that they're
No,
not going to bench
play
him?
your every other game, right? We got to bench him. We got to sit him. Play your every other game, and every time you step up to the fucking plate, you do something for me. And if you can't, sorry, not your job to lose. You don't want to fucking stay healthy? You want to come back and you need to be eased back into it? Then you better perform every time you step up to the fucking plate. And if you can't, screw you. I'm going with my hot hand.
You know why it is a good point that it's Mike Ford too? Because if you look ahead and if they are looking at what's the lineup, he's calling Giancarlo, guys.
Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
Anyone
You could
listening.
tell Giancarlo I think he's a fucking piece of shit right now.
You hear that?
For all I care. I really don't.
You know he'd kill you.
He would kill me in 3 seconds. But I don't care. I think I have no respect for the guy right now. I really don't.
No respect.
None. You played 32 fucking games for me in 2 seasons. One of which you only had to stay healthy for 60 days.
Yeah, but here we go, right? Giancarlo Stanton, game 1 playoffs, 3-run home run, Yankees win. Yay! My favorite
100%.
player, yay!
Now you have to do something for me. I had your back the whole time. Now do something for me or get the fuck off because I don't care about you anymore.
Yeah, but if you were in Yankee Stadium, you'd boo him.
I would not boo him.
But if you look ahead at the one player that you would see like not getting any playing time in the postseason, it would have to be Mike Ford because you could see Eric Kratz maybe even sneaking in a game if they go with Higgy for a defensive replacement, then pinch hit him, and then Kratz is your catcher in the 9th inning. But with Mike Ford, Chris, you said LeMahieu can play first. So if Voit needs to come out of a game late, you put LeMahieu at first and you throw T. Wade over at second as a defensive replacement.
I'm only keeping Kratz because he's been in the league for so long. And I like a guy like that with that kind of leadership and that kind of experience to be on my team in the postseason. Mm-hmm. He also has a lot of matchups with a lot of different guys that maybe a veteran bullpen guy comes into a game and Eric Kratz actually has a decent history against them. And, you know that Garrett Cole's best start of the year was with Higashioka behind the plate, right? Oh, yeah, you tweeted that. Thanks for bringing attention to that. Then that's all I saw after that. I didn't have to bring attention to it. Attention was already brought to it. It's crazy, man. It's fucking... Out of the guy's own mouth, he says how much he loves Gary Sanchez and how well Gary Sanchez has been. But come on. It's really that he is saying that because Boone told him he has to be nice to Gary. Yes. You laugh, but that's like what this world has come to. Garrett Cole gets paid. He really gets paid. Gary, but Garrett Cole gets paid. He has to be nice to him. Dude, Garrett Cole gets paid by the Yankees to say those things. Trust me. Okay. Do you have evidence? No, just trust me, bro. No, we might have to get more leaked audio of that of that meeting between Brian Cashman and Garrett Cole when he has to be nice to
I could talk to my source. Yeah, we're getting a lot of backlash here, Garrett, and you're making a lot of money. Just trust me. Just trust me. He feels that way. I'm working on a Cole too. I'm working on a Cole. And
anyway, what's your proof? Garrett Cole said it. That's not even proof.
Garrett Cole kind of sounds like Kermit the Frog when he speaks. If you listen next time he speaks, he has a little Kermit in him. So wait,
he does kind of.
Who are the 3 guys that we're saying are going? It's going to be Tyro Estrada, one of Michael King or Nick Nelson.
Nick Nelson, I think and you can put it in the books.
You two think it's going to be Mike Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think he's the most expendable guy.
The way you talk about it, I think you're right. I think he is the most expendable.
The Yankees can't get rid of both Wade and Estrada. Somebody's got to be a backup middle infielder.
100%.
And I think Ryan made a great point with his speed. The value Wade brings for that role is way
speed and defense are plus compared to
much
Estrada.
greater than what Estrada is going to bring you. even though at the end of the day, I think Tyler Estrada is going to end up being a much better baseball player than Tyler Wade. Right now, for what they bring to the table, Tyler Wade's much more valuable to the Yankees.
I'm not stealing this because it's been stolen by other people, so we'll give credit to where it's due. At She Does It on Twitter actually came up with this and said that Tyler Estrada was shot and missed less games than Jacoby Ellsbury did. But Tyler Estrada...
I forgot Estrada was the one who got shot.
But also, Tyler Estrada was shot, and he still sucks at baseball. So. Because
can't laugh and cry.
Your boy Hubs, he that was grand larceny what he did to that tweet. He took it as his own, even though that
he's not my boy.
Tweet.
I've talked to him a couple times. He's not my boy.
Yeah. So that's I'm gonna say it. I mean, you got to say Estrada, Nelson, and Ford right there.
Yeah,
those are the three guys.
I honestly think we're dead on here.
Yeah.
You know what? Go ahead. Go say what you're going to say.
I was just going to say that I feel like we think outside of the box sometimes, and I feel like as much as Mike Ford is the move, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not Ford. I wouldn't be surprised if they find another way and not get rid of Ford, but that's my three. I think
because this is what I was just about to say. Does Mike Tauchman have options? Can he go? Can he go down?
Let me tell you something. Mike Tauchman, it might as well just be a fucking cardboard cutout.
He has to have options.
Because think about it, right?
Yeah, he definitely does.
You're bringing back two outfielders and Stan and Judge, even though you're probably not going to see Stan in the outfield. If you're gonna carry a fourth outfielder for defensive replacements, Brett Gardner, right? And really that would only be for Frazier in left field. You're not gonna sub out Hicks or Judge.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a little wild card one, but I don't know because he's been hitting a little bit lately.
I think you'll see Ford before you see Talk.
But he can't. He doesn't talk the talk this year.
Nah,
he's not talking
sucks
or walking.
Suck.
Yeah.
He sucks.
But you talk about deflating a guy, maybe that's not the right move long term if you want to try and give him a shot with Gardner leaving next year.
Yeah, but you know what, Mike? Mike Ford is. Ford's the move. He's the move.
Yeah.
Talkman sucks, but Mike Ford's the move. And if you want to rationalize it by what you just said, fine.
Yeah, that's the only thing though. That is the outfielder depth.
But Talkman's not my future anymore.
Right,
I mean, so many of these guys just suck right now.
Somebody asked what your perfect Yankee lineup would be, and all healthy. This is what I tweeted. See if you agree. LeMahieu leading off second, Judge in right field, Voit first base, Stanton at DH, Glaber at short, Frazier in left, Urshela at third, Gary at catching, and Hicks batting ninth center field.
Yeah, I like that lineup.
I would switch Gio and Gary. I like having the bottom of my lineup round out nicely. I think Gary
sneaky pop though in the 8-hole.
I think Gary, whether he be hot or on.
Don't you think pitchers kind of go a little bit more relaxed for the 7, 8, 9 hitters? You could see a groove to Gary in a playoff game.
Yeah, well,
they don't pitch around
for
him.
A pitcher. You're always looking for, like when people say the Yankees have no holes, no breaks for a pitcher, they mean that they don't have the typical like decompression of a pitcher where he gets to the bottom of the lineup and he's just like, all right, I'm gonna throw more strikes here. I'm not gonna get cute. I'm gonna give him my best stuff. That's why you'll see a lot of good pitchers strike out the top of the lineup more than they do the bottom, and the bottom of the lineup making more contact because they're not getting cute with these guys. They know they can beat them. But when the Yankees have guys at the bottom of the lineup that can hit, they're fucking unbeatable.
What was their bottom of the lineup yesterday? It was like Higashioka, Estrada, and Wade.
It was enough to want to fucking vomit. When the you can make the argument that when the Yankees have a bottom three in their lineup that are hitting, that's when they're their best.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
The only thing that I could see with a flaw in the lineup that I gave is that they're not going to bat Hicks ninth because he's the only left-handed hitter in that lineup. So they're going to stick him somewhere
in the middle,
in that 3
to 6,
you know, maybe in that 3, 5, 6 area.
Yeah,
to break up all the righties,
which is stupid. I like him at the bottom like that.
I like him 9 because he sucks.
Hate him.
No, but his greatest attribute as an offensive player is he walks all the time.
He has very good at bats.
He walks all the time, bro.
He does
and
walk.
If you're gonna be a 9-hole hitter walking at what's his on base percentage, Ryan? Give me his batting average and then give me his on base percentage because it is fucking remarkable the separation in between the two. I think he's hitting like 206 and his on base is like 350.
Yeah, his batting average this year is 208 and his OBP is 373.
Jesus, it's even
Oh
bigger.
my God. Wait, first of all, let's just start here. He's batting 208?
Yeah.
What a fucking
He's
loser.
got 32 walks.
But look at that separation.
370.
No, he's walking at a very high clip
Bro,
this year.
you say it all the time. What's the goal? 100 points higher, right?
Yeah.
You want your OBP.
160.
Dude, that's almost...
I mean, and he was starting to show that last year, but if you look at last year, he only had 31 walks in 255 plate appearances. He's got 32 walks in 158 plate appearances this year. So much less amount of at-bats or plate appearances, and he's still...
And he really doesn't strike out a lot.
You could hit Hicks leadoff, but I don't want to drop everybody down the lineup.
Right.
So that's why I want him 9th.
Plus,
Agreed.
Hicks doesn't have leadoff guy speed for me. Like, I'm not saying he's slow by any means.
No.
And
So then
DJ
at that
does?
point,
No,
you'd rather
but-
have the contact guy.
No, but DJ, first of all, is right. He's going to set the table a lot more often than Hicks, but also he's just a smarter baseball player. I mean, Hicks makes some stupid fucking moves out there.
Plus, he has some power in that first
That's what
inning,
I'm saying.
too.
Give me, once you go through the lineup once,
Right.
it's
Doesn't
all
matter.
cyclical anyway.
Right.
So if you stick him in front of LeMahieu and Judge, a guy gets on base at the rate that he does, I like that a lot better.
I don't mind that.
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot better than just batting him 3rd or possibly 6th just to break up your lefties.
Look.
Break up all your righties.
If Aaron Hicks is fucking popping out 40 home runs a season, you want to throw him in the middle of this lineup, fine. But I didn't realize how good he is at getting on base. Like, I knew he was good, but not this
Got
good.
more walks than hits this year.
So, like, if you need to capitalize on what he does best, he makes no sense being in the middle of this
Right.
lineup. Right? If he's going to get on base for me and it not be really a lot from contact, clearly that he's batting 208, then you need to put him at the bookends of this lineup, whether it be first or last.
No, and then it would be 9th because you don't want to bump everybody down a spot
Yeah. For fucking Hicks.
Yeah.
for Hicks.
No, I like that lineup.
All right, so we'll look ahead here. Okay.
Yeah, here's a look ahead. Beat the Blue Jays.
Okay.
That's it. Here you go. You're playing the Blue Jays. Win. There's your fucking look
Actually-
ahead.
Actually, we do have one request for today, and it's from our boy Ryan at Stadium Status. Actually, we can give shout outs to Finkbiner Sally at Finkbiner Sally, at Tyler DTR, and at Don Sicario. We can all give shout outs to them.
Don.
And at Stadium Status, our boy Ryan, he goes, "My guys, we're actually the fellas, bro." Okay.
Yeah.
What a change from where the Yanks were a week ago. What's the worst team for the Yanks to face in the first round? He thinks it's Cleveland and with their pitching staff. I think we went over that. I think it's probably, what would you say? I don't want to go to Oakland or Tampa.
Here's what I'm going to say. No team. No team is the worst. Because I need to go into this with the mentality of what we need to be. And we're the New York fucking Yankees, and we are the best team in baseball. I don't care. Nothing changes that. And if you can't perform to that level, then it's a bust. It is a worthless season. So theoretically, you want me to answer it?
Tampa.
It's Tampa, and it's strictly because, not just because of their pitching, it's strictly because the Yankees fucking suck a D in that shit stadium, right? And on top of that, the Rays are really good, and they seem to beat the Yankees every time they play them. and their pitching's really good. But most of all, over anything else, is that shithole of a stadium they play in.
And he actually goes on to say, he says, Gloria sends her blessings. Not really, but you know. So we'll wish Ryan and Gloria happy anniversary. It was their anniversary earlier in the week, and I tweeted happy anniversary, and I said, you know, it's funny how Gloria is more popular than any of the hosts on the NYYST podcast. And he went back and told her that, and she rolled her eyes and said something snarky about being popular on a sports podcast.
Bro, get your fucking girl in line, okay? Yeah, I mean that's all I have to say. You want to talk theoretically, fine, but realistically, no one. I don't give a fuck. Give me anyone. And if this team thinks they have any excuse or any justification not to win a World Series this year, they're out of their fucking minds. And you guys can blame Boone, you guys can blame Cashman, all you fucking want. But he gave us what we need. When these guys aren't performing or aren't staying healthy, you can't just then blame the GM for it.
Healthy.
Okay?
I mean,
let's hold these fucking players accountable for once.
We got 13 games left in the season. The Yankees are going to wrap up this homestand with 3 against the Blue Jays before they head out for their first and only trip to Fenway Park.
You're going to Fenway Park?
Yeah, and then after we record on Sunday night there, that's it. We're down to the final 7 games. You know,
we'll see how Fenway Park.
How far up the ladder the Yankees can move. I think it's going to, unless the Rays just decide they don't want to win any more games this year. I can't see the Yankees winning the division. They are what? They are 4 out with what would we say, 13 games left to play.
4 in the loss.
Yes.
Hey,
and
stranger things have happened.
And they don't own any tiebreakers because the Rays, you know.
Stranger things have happened. And you know what? Honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. The Rays fucking suck. They're not that good. The fact that they have this fucking record is a joke. They're not that good. They're not going to win a World Series.
You just gave me COVID.
I'm telling you right now, they suck. They're not that good. Are they going to be good? Yes.
You can't make COVID jokes.
I'll make fucking all the COVID jokes in the world. I'll make any COVID fucking joke you want. But right now, I'm talking about the Rays. And they fucking aren't as good as you think. They're not. Who's good? Who's good on that team?
Tyler Glasnow.
Okay, I'm not talking about pitching. I'm obviously talking about
the Meadows.
Okay, not that good this year. Not having a good year. Keep going.
G-Man Choi's having a nice year.
Okay, G-Man. Think about that
Only
sentence. Think about that sentence. And then just fucking go stick your finger down your throat.
Kevin Kiermaier does well against the Yankees.
Kiermaier, loser. Keep going. Who's the Frenchman? Brissau. Brissau.
Oh, yeah, that's your
Brissau. Fucking punk.
Brissau,
Keep going.
yeah.
Brissau. Keep going.
Yeah,
they're not that good.
Okay.
They're just not. And get into that mindset.
Look, they're all hurt and
get
they're still
into
winning,
the mindset.
So.
Listen to me and get into that mindset.
No, I agree with you. I like how you're approaching
like,
it.
Fuck them, bro. Fuck them. They're not that good.
Yeah.
That's what the Yankees did when they played the Orioles this week. They went, fuck the Orioles. The Orioles just beat us 3-. They fucking suck a dick.
You're right.
Let me go out there and let me show them.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And they fucking swept them.
Yeah.
That's how you got to play it. Trust me.
Right.
I should be the GM.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
That would be my speech to the team.
All right. Well, you know what? Before Chris says anything else he's going to regret, let's wrap
I don't
up the
regret.
show
I have
here.
no regrets.
Yeah, no regrets.
No regrets.
All right. So,
Yeah,
what
I mean,
episode was this? Who cares?
Who cares?
Anyway,
193.
Episode 193. Please follow us on Twitter at NYY Sports Talk. Maybe one day we'll do things that we're supposed to do and put out this merch.
Yeah, and maybe now we can, since they're winning again. You can't put out merch when the team sucks. No one wants to buy merch.
No, you can. You
yeah, but
absolutely
it's
can.
just stupid because no one cares.
I'm Chris. I'm smarter than everybody.
I am. I read a fucking book. Read a book once in a while.
You read a book. It was like
I read
ABC.
4 books in the last month. So.
Oh wow, They all had like giant printing.
Seriously,
It's
you're,
like the books I read to my kid.
seriously, you're a dick. You are. And you know what? Give me more credit for being smart. Don't fucking undermine me. I'm an intelligent
you
human being.
deserve-
'Cause that's what
Look,
smart
look,
people
bro.
do. They ask for credit for being smart.
Look, bro, I saw you for the first time in person in a long time the other day, yesterday, and I told you how good you look. So
Yeah.
when
And
credit
then you asked me to go to the bathroom. I said no.
nobody,
You could have just given me credit for being smart, and then we wouldn't have to go down that path.
No, when you deserve credit, you will get credit.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. Seriously, I've been working really hard.
But on your brain, you have been working very hard.
I have. I'm actually a very smart person, but we'll save it for another episode.
Okay. All right. So thank you for listening to episode 193, the NYYST podcast. Follow us on Twitter at NYY Sports Talk. I'm done with him. Stat Guy Rye.
Go Yanks.
Chris, say goodbye.